Was everyone here yesterday? Anyone miss? So let's get this packet out, please. Feel better? Yeah, that one. Okay, so I want to just kind of gradually go through this packet.
It's your fault.
Make you feel confident about this. So we already looked at page A, correct? Is there anything on page A that you still want me to maybe go over a little bit more in detail? Anything else from page A you want me to go back over in detail?
I do.
Yeah.
The one in the corner. The 5 over x plus y.
Okay. So that's a great question to ask about. And so if I won't give you this, if I gave you this on the test, I would just ask if this was linear or nonlinear. This is the only thing I would ask. I wouldn't ask you to know if it's a function or not. Okay? So, not linear, why?
I don't know.
Why would it not be linear? Yeah.
Because the x is in the
Yeah, because our variable is in the denominator, it would create a nonlinear situation. Okay? Hey, does anyone know this? What can x not equal?
Y.
0. Awesome. Good. So x can't equal 0 in this case. So if it can't equal 0, that means, it's definitely not going to make a straight line. So it's nonlinear. Don't stress this type of problem if it would be. I wouldn't ask you if it's a function or not. Just know that it's nonlinear. Is that okay? Anything else off of page A that you want a little more guidance on? And we do have them all worked out. Yeah.
I just have a question. So a function, like when you're doing the function, like if it's a graph, is it the straight line test?
The vertical line test, yes.
And then is that the same thing for linear?
No, linear just means would it make a straight line?
So it's only linear if it's a straight line?
Yes.
Oh, I was so confused. I thought it was the same thing. Okay, so linear is if the graph is a straight line, and then function is the vertical line test. Okay.
Cool. Can we move off of page A? We're good. We feel secure. If you were to see this type of problem on Monday, life is good. Yes? Oliver, good? Okay, and I know yesterday we went over page B, but is there anything that I need to help you out a little bit more on page B? Yeah.
The bottom right.
Bottom right? Okay. The bottom right question says, hey, x is equal to 4, and h at x is equal to negative x plus 5. So what do we definitely know that x is equal to? 4. So that means I'm going to take this 4. Technically, it does plug in there, but this is what really just gets us the result. Do the arithmetic. Absolute value of 1 is just 1. Okay? Anything else on that second page, page B, you want to talk about any more? Yeah.
The hx equals negative x plus 5. Oh, wait.
Right
What?
there. It's right there. So all you're doing is substituting in the 4. So you definitely know x equals 4, so you plug in 4 for your x's. So technically you're plugging the 4 in right here, so you have h at 4 equals this, but this is really what we're looking for.
Okay.
Anything else from page B? Or we feel okay? So if I were to give you page A or page B type of questions on the test on Monday, you feel comfortable? Cool? All right. So I asked you to please work on pages C and D, correct?
Yes.
And I actually think one of these has an incorrect answer, but it's on D. All right, so let's just go through page C. So I have they have the function at x is equal to 3, and then they have a graph. And this looks like point here. So I think I have that about close to what they have. Agree? All right, so let's talk about this. What is another way to write this? How can I take something out of functional notation? What? Y. Exactly right. So f at x means the same thing as y. So think about what this means. Y equals 3, not as a line, but as a point. Which way is the y-axis? Right, left, or up or down? Which way is the y-axis?
Up and down.
Up and down. So everyone agree this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis? Everyone feel comfortable with that? So with this problem, I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3. So we're talking right here. So it comes right to here. So then we have to look down. What do I get to in the x direction? 2. The answer to this is 2. So you have to recognize that the function at x equals 3 is the same thing as y equals 3. Y equals 3 is on this axis. You count up to it, you move your across, saying, oh, okay, here's my graph. Then you move it back down and take a look, or it could be moved up depending on how the graph is. But you're trying to find what the x component would be. Is that okay? Did I explain that well enough?
So really, you just if it's fx equals 3 or fx equals like I don't know something else.
So we could say
You always just go to that on the y-axis.
right.
Go down.
So watch this. Let's say I had f at x is equal to 0. Okay. Or actually, let's go to -1. Sorry about that. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here to -1. What is my x component right there?
-1.
My y component's -1.
Oh, you're,
It's 0.
Oh.
Because it didn't move right or left at all. Yeah.
So your x component would be like 3, or no? Or would that be y?
I'm trying to understand your question. Which x
Like,
component?
Do you see that, like up there, 3, x?
on the top on
Yeah,
the
This?
y-axis.
Yeah, so
This?
would that be, well, okay, up there,
What?
x
Give me a number.
in parentheses equals 3, yeah,
This?
that.
So that
So
meant
this-
go up 1, 2, 3. So this refers to right there.
3 equals 1.
So is 3y?
Yes.
Yes, because f at x means the same thing as y.
I was confused. Why is there an x then?
Because it's called functional notation. It's a
Oh,
fancy
stupid.
way of writing y. It's what we blame the science community for it.
We blame the science community.
We do.
Why do we use this in science?
Science
Boiling
is so-
point.
Yeah,
boiling point
science is
system.
kind of annoying how like you need math for it.
I know they go hand in hand.
Science is always changing.
We could tell you guys something
But I
about
mean,
your class.
like,
That's Mentos? Or those are my
oh, Mentos gum are awful. They have like a chewy inside.
That's
You
usually
gotta
how it
say
does.
you to your mom a lot. And,
No, but like it's like liquid. It's like liquid on the inside of the gum, so it messes with your like taste buds.
Can I have some? So, can we get some of those sweet target man?
Yeah,
So
sure.
bad.
Wait, how many blues? I want some blues back.
Yeah, buddy. Thank you.
Stops the lesson just.
All right.
What?
We're good with this problem? We're good?
I got hurt doing
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Did you get in trouble?
Me? No.
Or
Can I move on?
Yeah.
that's starved. I'm Mr. Sterling. Plug.
What'd I do?
I'm your plug.
You know that means slowly, I think, in Spanish? So slow, oh, Jesus.
Slowly.
So weird.
Okay. This is the exact same thing as the last type of problem. So where am I going with the 3? Yeah.
Going 3 up.
3 up.
My pen.
So I'm going right here. Is that okay? So what do I do from there?
Go 1 across.
Okay. So it looks like the answer to this is 1 because, and then, granted my graph isn't as perfect as one on the paper, but is that right? Yep. What do you think?
I think that it looks more confusing than it is.
So if you have f of x equals, that means you're going this way. So this is the exact same thing as this problem here.
Yeah.
It's just the graph's a little different. Right?
Is this all review?
Uh-huh. Okay. Can I move off? We're good? Can we go through?
Yes, they are. Vans suck. No, Vans mess up your feet.
Okay.
So do James, but you know, it's worth it.
That's not me.
That's
What
maybe
the?
my tablet.
That's mine.
They want to find the X and Y-intercepts.
Cover it up.
Thank you. Cover it up. Okay. What value is that? X or Y?
X.
That's
X. Cover it up. 3y equals 6. So what's y equal to?
2.
0, comma 2 is the X for the Y-intercept. Think about it. Graph it.
Wow.
Goes, yep, it's Y-intercept.
Yes.
And then this one, that's an X or Y value. Cover that up. 2x equals 6, so X equals.
3.
3.
Is that the X or the Y-intercept?
No.
X, because I count over 1, 2, 3. Take a good look at that. Does that make sense? We okay? We're cool? My goal is I want our average grade on this to be like an 84, 85%. I think we can get there. For those who are always here. Those who aren't here, that might show up, you know.
Ryan.
I already know. I'll just help out the
Ryan,
positive.
that's right.
I'm always here.
Oh wait, when's the test?
Tomorrow. The take-home test is tomorrow.
Actually.
Yeah.
No, it's the same.
And then we do the test on Monday.
Yeah.
Hey. Someone in the world is matching with me too.
Okay. Same thing. Find the X, Y intercepts. Cover method totally works. Okay. Cover up X. 5y equals negative
6.
Close.
Negative
Negative 6, right?
Oh.
Is that the X or Y intercept?
Y.
Why?
Y. Good.
Because
Because if you graphed it, it would be just down here. Right?
Yeah.
All right. That's a Y value. So negative 3x times negative 30.
Negative 10.
No, positive 10.
Positive 10, right?
Oops.
Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
What I
Why?
do with my life.
That's an X intercept.
So
You have a
smart.
piece of bread. You sit down on the floor.
Everyone
Go to
happy?
the other side of the world and put a piece of bread.
What are
Do you
you?
have a world sandwich?
Ah.
You do? Alright, thank you. The math teacher can work it out.
I'm with you. All right. So far we have done A, B, and C. So technically that would mean that we've answered all the questions on it. If I were to give you problems similar to A, B, and C, do you think you could get at least 90%?
Did you do the exact same?
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah.
Well, they're going to be similar. Why not, Oliver? You shake your head no.
I understand it, but.
You don't think you can give me a 90?
Like, I know.
Where do you think percentage-wise you're at right now? If I just gave you A, B, and C pages,
Average B.
80% or higher.
I don't get a C plus shrewdness.
test, I will get an A+.
Just on 2
for
papers?
just for you, bro.
Well, on C, I think I could definitely get. I don't know.
Where on C are you stuck?
Well, like on tests, I know it, but then on tests, I'm like, oh, I don't. My brain is just like off.
I mean, honestly, if any of you are thinking, hey, if any of you are like, I've never studied before, it's a new concept to me, but you think you should, I would say going through this packet continuously, maybe watching yesterday and today's videos to kind of keep it up might really allow you to do very well on this
It's really
test.
not that hard.
No, but I mean, some people will struggle with it, and it's just the way it is.
Well, mine's fun.
Am I the only one that like walks past the camera sometimes and waves at the camera
Uh-huh.
just to watch it later and be like, "That's me on that video."
Hey, Mark, come
Do you go through the videos and like edit stuff out?
No.
Do you know what that means?
What?
He's a savage.
That we're all in it.
No, because sometimes I watch it.
What does it mean,
and I know
Oliver? What
it's
am I
funny.
missing? Did someone moon the camera and I didn't know?
Maybe.
Yo,
That is so
you know what
funny.
that means?
No, because sometimes I go through and watch the videos.
An
and I
hour
know
later,
they're
his
funny,
video comes up
and I
on
look
YouTube
through for the
viral.
funny parts, and they're not there.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
I did that last night.
Wrong video.
Might go way higher
You're
myself
bored.
because I'll probably
Stir
miss
up
it.
math box.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
Today we're going to learn the.
I just skipped through the
Hey,
part
future
where
me.
I had people yelling.
Alright, that just made my day.
Pressure you.
I have so much energy right now. I shouldn't have drank that syrup. It's
You shouldn't have drank that syrup.
Starbucks.
Oh,
That's
so
like
dude, you're
Algebra
drinking syrup? Maple
syrup.
syrup? Aha.
Yeah, this morning in the West cafeteria.
I don't remember the last time I had syrup.
Yeah, actually, when did I have last night?
Alright.
This morning.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Had syrup this morning at the church thing.
Are those white
They have pancakes and
Yeah,
Easter
but like-
Thursday.
Yeah. Like I'll say something.
Alright.
Everyone knows what you are.
So, we want to find the slope. We want to find the slope. So, you kind of have to keep in the back of your head what the slope equation is. Now, before some of you panic going, oh my gosh, there's so much for me to remember.
Whoa.
Oh, I give up.
I thought slope was m equals y equals mx plus 3.
That's slope-intercept form. So to find the slope, almost all of you will like this. Oliver will criticize it, but hey, we love you anyhow. So y and I sometimes sound the same as far as grammar goes, correct?
Yes.
You still with me?
Yes.
So this spells mix. No? That's how I remember it. It spells mix. And then you have to realize I have to subtract the y's, subtract the x's. But it spells mix. Do you all see how it spells mix?
No, it's just spelled M-I-X.
I know. But we're not in English, so we can have grammatical errors.
My ex.
Oh, I get it. Wix.
Alright, so if I'm going to do that, I probably should label this x1 and y1 and x2 and y2. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Now, could I have labeled this x2, y2, x1, y1? It's going to be the same. If I flip-flop these, it's still going to give me the exact same answer. That's the nice thing. So y2 is 4 minus y1, which is 7. x2 is negative 3 minus x1, which is negative 5. So let's do the math. 4 subtracting 7 is? 4 subtract 7 is?
Wait. I got this.
Negative
3.
Negative 3. Cool.
Yeah.
I guess.
All right. I have a negative and a negative, so those both become positive. Do you agree?
Yes.
So negative 3 added to 5?
8.
Negative
Right.
3.
Negative 8.
Yeah.
I got 4.
2. Negative 8.
Some cost $3. You give them $5. You get $2 change.
Negative
Oh.
There's my slope.
What about tax?
No tax. We're in was it New Hampshire or Montana. They're tax-free states.
Really? Tax.
Well, as far as when you buy something,
Oh.
they'd have income tax and tax on the houses,
I was about to say.
all the other stuff. All they do when they're doing stuff like that, it's like, what would bring people to our state to pay more money? Well, they're not making money on the taxes people are buying, but on the other things they will. So like hotel rooms.
I wonder if the firefighters in them are just a lot lazier over there.
They, push the truck, still have horse drawn.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea. Okay, so this next problem, I think the answer is incorrect, which I apologize. I didn't mean to do it.
Are we on D?
Well, I thought.
Yeah, we're on D. This is the second one on the right. All right, so what is one thing that I say that mathematicians are?
Lazy.
Lazy. So that means that technically should be in parentheses. Agreed?
Yeah.
So anytime it's grouped or it's in parentheses, when it comes out, it's opposite. And I forget what this is. Name the point and the slope of this. So what is the point? What point do we get out of this equation? 3 is y. Is it positive or negative?
Negative.
Negative 3. What's the x value? Positive 1. Remember, when it's grouped, it's always opposite when it comes out. So what is my slope? 1 over 2. Awesome. Hey, could slope be just a number? Like 6?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Could slope be 1?
No.
Yeah.
So is this the y-intercept plus b form?
So this is called point slope form.
Yeah, y-intercept plus b.
Y-intercept plus b is slope intercept form.
So this is the y1 minus y2.
Yes, this is the one that gives you the point out of it, and then you can use the slope to find a second point.
Okay.
Cool? Okay. Good. Can I move on? Do we feel comfortable?
Yeah. Wait, that's all you do?
Yeah, we're done. Ask for the point, ask for the slope. If it said, hey, if they told you, which this didn't have, but if they told you, hey, we want you to graph this, you're going to go 1, negative 3, which is down here.
Are you going to ask us to
and then I
graph
go-
it on the test?
That, I mean, it technically could. I mean, that's, so,
Technically, you shouldn't.
but I just showed you how to do it.
But like,
I'm building brain cells. For myself, at least. And I only have 2 of them. And one of them is ignoring the other, so. So I have 2 friends in Arizona, Matt and Danielle Armstrong. Matt Armstrong I went to school with. I went to school with Danielle. Danielle was Danielle Richardson. They got married and they had kids. I swear that between the 2 of them, they shared a brain cell. And Danielle had it. They have the smartest kids. They have their oldest daughter just graduated from Arizona State with her PhD in mechanical engineering. And I'm like, the 2 of you barely had enough credits between the 2 of you to pass high school, but yet your kid has a PhD in mechanical engineering.
ASU is a party school.
Which is like,
That's why I'm
2
going
times
there.
3
It's not a party school at all.
ASU is a party school.
Yeah.
So is CSU. They burn couches.
Arizona State University,
No.
party school.
I went
Not allowed to
there.
have a
There was no
couch.
parties.
Well, now it's a party school.
Yeah, there was never parties there.
serves life.
That was big poetry readings.
We all.
And
Okay.
Joy
Poetry,
Maya.
poetry, Maya.
Now we know what it is.
Okay.
Whole debates.
All right. So we're good here?
Yes.
Yay.
National Geographic. Where on earth did you get that?
National Geographic.
Oliver's been looking for that show for 67 years.
All right. So this one, they say, hey, we want to name the slope and the y-intercept of the following equation. So this forms a straight line. Agreed? It's one of the special straight lines. So is it horizontal or is it vertical? It's horizontal. So I want you to think about what this looks like. If you were to graph this, okay? That's what it looks like. So let's see if we can answer some questions. Do we know what the slope would be of this? What's the slope of a horizontal line?
Y.
0.
Oh.
Horizontal lines always have a slope of 0. Where will this cross the y-intercept? Okay? So y-intercept, it actually crosses at 0, 7. If you just list 7, I know what you're saying, so don't panic. Cool? Any questions on that? Hey, so let's add a small little addendum to this. What would the result be if we had x equals 7? What kind of line is that?
Vertical.
It's a vertical line. So it's a vertical line going through 7. What is the slope of a vertical line? Remember, a vertical starts with V. Undefined starts with U. I like it. Good job. So slope is undefined, so you do like a 0 with a strike through. What is the y-intercept?
7. No.
Huh?
0.
None. It doesn't exist. There's nothing. Not there. It's not 0. If it was 0, it'd be right there.
Yeah.
So don't put 0 for an answer, because 0 tells me you're saying it's right there. If you put none or doesn't exist or something like that, then I totally know what you're talking about. Cool? So I know that's not a problem that was on that, but I just want to put a little addendum just so you have that for your repertoire of knowledge. Yeah.
If I were to have a line, like say x was 7, what would be the equation if I wanted it to run along the 0 axis of y?
Oh, go right along here. This would be x equals 0.
Well, I mean, from the x-axis, like my starting point is, like my x-intercept is 7, but I want it to run along the thing.
My x-intercept is 7, so it's like right here, like that. And you want to run along there? Is that what you're saying? So 7 is here, right? So do you want it to go green or do you want it to go blue?
Blue.
So if I have this point, if I said, hey, the point 0, 7 is the point that we're starting with, give me a vertical line, that would be right here. That was what it would look like. Does that make sense? I think I answered your question, I hope. All right. We feeling good so far on D? All right, let's get to this last one. This looks like an obscure looking W. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
All right, so let's see if I can draw this kind of close. Okay. Oh, wait. At that point, at this point, at this point, at this point, at this point. Right, so I have here, and that keeps going. I have here, and that keeps going. And then I have here, kind of as a rounded. Is that right? About right? Am I close?
Yeah.
Okay. So we want to talk about where this graph is decreasing. So I'm going to use kind of my highlighter, and I'm going to draw. That's decreasing right there. Okay. Is there any other place it'd be like a slide going down? Yeah.
That one right there, and then yes.
Right there?
Yes.
So those two places are where this graph is decreasing. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay, so let's start dealing with, so this out that way is negative infinity, and out that way is positive infinity. Agree with that? So if I want to label this, I'm going from negative infinity all the way until I get to right there. What's right there? -1. So it's decreasing there. And then it starts decreasing right here to here. So what's here to here? 0 to 1. Cool. So you remember, you're telling me in the x direction, hey, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys all pointed that out to me yesterday.
Oh!
Yeah, babe.
Oh, I thought, oh.
Best day ever.
You have to whisper when you say it.
Oh, sorry.
That's why we whisper. So we get Elizabeth thinking that there's voices in her head.
It's gonna be a bad day for her.
When she comes in, everyone should whisper.
Yeah, I'm just ready to go.
All right, we good? Is this problem good?
Yes.
Now let's throw a little extra at this one. Let's throw a little extra. Where is this graph positive? What the hell does that mean? Yeah.
The ones that are not marked yellow. Those ones above.
No.
No.
What does it mean? What does it mean if it's positive? What is it above?
Basically
X
above the.
axis.
So I think this entire graph is positive except for at 2 points.
Wait,
What 2 points?
but they hit 0.
I know, but so positive means, so is 0 positive?
No.
So-
It's not negative.
Right, it's not positive, it's not negative, right? It's neither. So right here and right here are the only spots that it wouldn't work. So if I wanted to say, hey, from negative infinity to -1, from -1 to 1, and from 1 to infinity, that's where the graph is positive. Positive means it's all above the x-axis. Why do I break it up like that? So we understand that 1 and -1, it's sitting at 0. And 0 is not positive. Cool? Is it possible to have a whole graph that's positive? Yeah, you can have a whole graph that lives above the x-axis, totally. So now we have completed A, B, C, and D. A, B, C, and D are done. Right? That leaves us E, F,
G, H.
So do you all want to focus on E and F and we'll hit that tomorrow?
Yes.
And we'll go through them quick. Is that cool? I'd say right now you got some time. Why don't you take a look, because the very first problem on E is this problem. But it asks for the range. So figure these out.
Oh, I don't think
See if you can get through those. E and F. And when you get done with those, we'll definitely go over them tomorrow. And I'm going to stop my video.